So now we're going to examine another wing gambit where we give black the opportunity to go unbelievably wrong against a fairly easy opening. To get it due, we're going to start our engine. And we're up against a highly rated opponent. Everybody is master, just shy of master in terms of blitz rating, unless I mention otherwise. This is the uncharacteristic move. The world likes knight to f3 instead of d4 because of this move. So this person is playing for equality. The queen capture is not quite correct. Interesting that the computer wants c4 right away. I've never played that. I always play knight to f3 first. Now we get c4. So interesting, a whole variety of things that are recommended here. I would say about 75% of players take the pawn en passant. The resultant not taking it en passant gives white a nice pawn duel that gets pushed on the queen's knight development for the most part. So this is bishop to d2. Now the move order becomes extremely important for black. E6 is almost mandated at this point. And the reason why e6 is necessary is because he wants to get the bishop to b4. If he can't do that, there are going to be discoveries on the queen. So, and he moves his bishop to g4, and I don't believe I've ever lost a game from this point. So, it wants me to move h3 here, which I don't do. I check. A knight interposes, and now it's recommending rook to c1 or castles, which is interesting. Stockfish 8 was recommending h3, and yet I played knight to d5. Now we'll see what the evaluation is. It's an even game if he just moves queen to d8, which my opponents have done many times. And he moves there, and I invite that. I like doubling his pawns. The computer wants queen to b3. Now I play h3 because I'm going to get full activity from my pieces. And in my opinion, he needs to move bishop to e6, which is very kludgy and ugly. I see that the computer's recommending queen to b6. In any case, I have a very small advantage. But to me, in my mind, I have a very large advantage after bishop takes knight. I'm up significantly. If you look at it, look at the scope of the bishops we have. Now, the only potential situation for black in terms of real counterplay here is, the g-file. And I don't see a big threat there. So he's got 3 pawn islands, double pawns. I have 3 pawn islands and a singleton, like a isolated pawn that can be a real strength. And I'm about to castle. And I think, black is next to lost here. So said he had to move a6, but he protected his b pawn, which made matters worse. You know how these players get these high ratings sometimes. And, so at this point, it becomes really a difficult situation, and if I recall, I took quite a while on this move because I think what we're going to see here is the exploitation of the rook on b8 ultimately, but I'm trying to open up the middle, so I push instead of move bishop to f4, and is practically forced to move e5. A good move here, probably queen to f5, putting more pressure on, but it's saying bishop to e3, trying to exploit that rook back there again. I played bishop takes check. Now the idea of bishop takes check is to disrupt his king. I feel obligated to keep his king in the middle. The computer isn't as compelled. Computer really is capable of playing almost any position defensively extremely accurately. Humans are not so hot at that. So if he takes with the king, then he covers his f-pawn. If he takes with the queen, his f-pawn is gone, he's lost instantly. So the response of taking with the king is probably something like queen to e4, followed by f4 and opening the middle. And even though I've given up the 2 bishops, I'm confident that's a winning position. So he takes with the king and the game's over, or the queen rather. As you can see, he just went down 7 in one move. And now he resigns. So you know, we have bishop to a5 check coming up, and, you know, just horrifying things. So basically, you know, he's lost. I mean, we have the rook sitting back there, so this was an untenable position for black with his king stuck in the middle that way, and it happened very quickly, and the move order was extremely important. So that's the end of this wing gambit.